Good morning. Hello, it's Tracy Daviero from Your VA Mentor. Welcome to our Facebook Live today. I am coming off of a long weekend for Canada Day. It was Canada's birthday yesterday, so we were celebrating. So the voice a little bit rough, not so bad, but I still wanted to come to you live. And so also I have a new microphone. It's can you see it? There you go. It's a lavalier. And so I'm hoping that it will work well for these and I don't have to wear the funky earbuds. I can talk a little bit quieter. I know I told you on other videos, whenever I have my earbuds in and I can't hear my voice, I'm like super loud and I disturb everybody in the whole home. So anyway, this is what we're looking for. We're looking towards and not sure if it's going to be good or bad, but we'll give it a shot. So I'll check it later and make sure that everything sounds the way it does, or the way I want it to. So on these weekly videos, we are talking on the weekly lives. We're talking about things that are tips for new VAs, things that you are asking about, things that you want to know about, things that you want to learn about, and always trying to cover something that is relevant and timely for you. So this week I'm talking about when to take new training. I'm teaching a course on Infusionsoft training right now, the Infusionsoft program for some VAs. It's a beta program, and it's not for it. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, it is for VAs who are either looking to, offer this service in their business or have had people asking them about it because of the quality of clients that they are spending their time with and networking with. And so are looking to get some functional working knowledge of the system. And so it's going very, very well. But one of the people that signed up for it originally, I felt that it wasn't right for her at this time. And so I actually suggested that, maybe she look into different other training instead of doing this. So for me, it's really important whenever somebody's going to learn something from me that it is the right time to do it and it is the right decision for you, particularly if there's an investment involved, a significant investment at all. And so I always try to advise people based on where they are in their business and where they want to go. And so I think that's one of the things that kind of sets me apart from a lot of different coaches is that, and trainers, is that I don't just put stuff out there and want you to buy it and do it. I really wanted to make sure that it's the right fit for you. So oftentimes I'll talk to people before they even buy anything, just to make sure that my recommendation, is where they should be. So, and I remember a long time ago, I had a coach that I loved, absolutely adored, and I followed her everything that she did. And she launched a program. And I said to her, I want to get into that program. That's what I want to get into. And she actually went the other way. And so she said to me, well, I don't think that this is the group for you. And she tried to sell me on an up level so that it was quite a lot more money. I think it was about 4 times the money. And so I said to her, well, I don't feel comfortable spending that. I do want to work with you. I do want to work in, and they were both group programs. One was like a year long and one was 6 months long, I think, or something. And so I honestly did commit to the one level. And she just said, I just really think that you're farther along than that and that it's not, for you. You should be in this higher level program. And that's just never been me. If there's something that somebody really wants to do and it's within their budget and that kind of thing, that's where I would put you. So anyway, all of that to say that when to take new training is what we're talking about on this live today. So when to take new training. There are a few times in your business when you're going to want to take some new training. When you are just beginning is generally not the best time. Now, I say that with a little bit of a caveat because sometimes you do need to take, you do need to learn something before you can get your business started. So if you're offering Microsoft Office services and that type of thing, and you need to up level your skills for maybe using Office 365 or understanding all the little nuances of, the things, the way we access things online now, that might be a good opportunity to finesse some skills that you already have. But I wouldn't go if you're planning, if your experience is in general administration or, if you've been an EA or anything like that, if you work with C-level not entrepreneurs, but C-level people who, who need calendar management, scheduling, all that kind of thing. I would not recommend that at the outset you're taking social media courses and Infusionsoft courses, right? I would actually advise completely against it, because here's the thing: whenever we are selling ourselves in our business, when we first start trying to find clients, the most difficult step that many VAs face is being able to have those conversations and be confident about the services you can offer. I think one of the struggles that everybody comes up with is that they are new, and being new seems to bring a connotation that you don't know what you're doing. And when I sit and talk to VAs who are, they have the experience. If you don't have any admin experience, okay, that's totally different. But most of us who go into business as VAs, we do have, usually quite a lot of administrative experience of some point, or of some kind. And that's why we want to start a business with our skills, right? It's very important to identify that and to know that. But it's still kind of scary thinking that you have to sell yourself, to get clients. And so when you start with what you already know, which is what I always recommend, like I say, maybe you'll have to get a little bit of training to tweak a few things or something like that. But most of the time, you generally know what it is that you're doing, and that you can offer those services to your clients. The next phase is sort of when you are, starting to grow. You've got some revenue coming into your business. You are, looking to get different clients, better clients. Maybe start to focus on something like social media. It's very popular service, obviously, because we're always on it all the time. And also, it's a better way to not be tied to your computer all the time, right? We can pre-do some things. We can take our time and work on images all afternoon, or writing content, or whatever it is. So there's lots of really appealing things about a service like social media. And when we do that, that we've already been selling ourselves to clients. So once you have had conversations with people and you've got clients, you've talked about money, you've worked with them, you have some experience as a VA, you may want to change the service offerings that you're going to provide. And so that's a good time to get some training as well, because you've already got the conversational part. You can already talk business with people. It's fine. And so it's really important to be able to identify that there are right and wrong times to take training. And I think I'll just stick with those two today. The wrong time is, when you're first getting started. The right time is when it's right for you and your business. And it doesn't have to take long. Like for me, whenever I really started my VA business, I started doing sort of bookkeeping tasks because I was really good at them. I did not want to do it. I did not want to be known as a bookkeeper, or, I didn't want to be in finance. I just didn't want to, but I knew that I could work in that area because I had skills that were, that my clients needed. But I had a really short-term vision of what it was that I wanted to do. So when I was doing that, I was also going to Freelance University, which at the time was called VA Classroom, and taking, some classes about internet marketing and that kind of thing. And so then all you really have to do is make a shift in the people you're talking to, the people that you're marketing to, and the things that you're saying, because like I say, you've already got down pat the, I'm a virtual assistant, I can help you with these services, and this is how much it costs. But now you just change the focus of what the service offerings are that you're offering. So when to take new training, when it's right for you, and never ever get into the, I guess it's shiny object maybe, and a lot of us do it. So maybe just identify when you're in that area. You don't need to learn all the latest things about Facebook ads or, different systems, different e-commerce systems or whatever. You don't need to take things that you think you're going to need in the future. You want to be able to take some kind of training that you will implement into your business right now, particularly if it's skills training, because so many things change so often. And, systems that people use change. They jump from one to another. The way they use them is completely different. So it's really important to be able to identify when the right time is for you and what that is. And so the number one thing is whatever you're going to take, you want to make sure that you're implementing it. And so if you are taking a social media course or something like that, then you want to have a timeline of when you're going to be finished that and when you're going to start offering those services to clients. Because if you don't, you'll be like me, you'll have a whole bunch of, binders of training that you've taken and maybe probably didn't implement in the way that you needed to. So you're not going to get the best return on investment for whatever it is that you're taking. So I hope that gave you a few free tips today, or a few good tips today. They're free too, that's okay. A few good tips about when training is right and when it is not, and when you might just want to rethink something that you're looking at if you don't have sort of a strategy in place. And it doesn't have to be, you know, that you're using it in 30 days, but you would want to think that at least in the next 90 days, you're going to be implementing what it is that you're learning so that you can do better at your business. And if you're not, if you can't see yourself doing that in the next sort of 90 days, then probably it's best to put it off, because there will always be another training come along, right? So just remember that. And this can be free or paid. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about joining programs and all that kind of stuff. Training is training. You know, if it's something that's holding you back from doing what you want in your business, you know, because you think you still need training and things, I'm here to tell you, you probably don't. So I hope that's helpful for you. Happy Tuesday, and we'll see you here next week. Take care.